And now is Forrest Radner also expected to put equity?
They've already put equity in the project. There is 200. This project has about $282 million of equity that is in the project from numerous sources.
Okay, and that is just the arena itself, as opposed to the arena.
That is right.
Okay.
That is
Is that counting any design costs? And
that is that is total project. That is contribution to the total project cost.
okay.
Can you talk to me about the pilots and how they are reached? Because there was such an issue with Barkey and the Yankees about the pilots and making sure that there was no overvaluing of the arena.
Yeah, there's a straight value of, this is the land, and just like any other property, I believe this is class 3. Someone, whatever an arena would be, it's class 2 or class 3 property, you basically they'll use the replacement cost. They use the replacement methodology similar to the way the Mets and the Yankees are figured. So you'll take the increase of I think it's the McGraw-Hill Construction Index, less depreciation, but it's the total cost of development, less the reserves.
But I thought it was a mixture of replacement costs and also comparables, because that's what they did with the...
Well, the comparables are really, there are no comparable arenas, it's comparable land.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the land has been purchased because a lot of the land has been purchased that we know at the value. So that is up to the New York City tax assessor.
Right.
The benefit of this transaction, we don't even reach what actual taxes could be for about, for a period of time. We're not right up against what the actual taxes would be. We're less.
Right. But just to recap, was there any concern about running into a situation like the Mets?
No, we don't. We have not run into that.
Hi, Greg. Tom Nelthorpe with Project Finance here. Do you have any sort of target debt service coverage ratio on the bonds yet?
That'll be released on Tuesday. Okay.
Do you have any particular structures in place to mitigate potential cost overruns on the bonds?
Sure. There's a guaranteed maximum price contract. First of all, Forest City is, for once we have somebody who actually builds for a living, that is the developer of the project. But there's a guaranteed maximum price contract with Hunt that'll basically cover all cost overruns. It's a typical GMP that'll cover almost everything, but kind of like wallboard and things like,
And that will be backed by performance bonds?
Your material performance, that's right.
Excuse me, Michael White, Noticing New York. Do you consider these bonds to be riskier than the original transaction, the differently designed arena that was originally approved by the PACB?
To the press. Are you a press person?
Yeah, I write this up.
He writes
Writes what? Writes a blog?
I think this is actually a much more secure transaction.
Although the arena is smaller than what was originally approved and can't be used for an alternative hockey team?
We've looked at the revenue streams and we feel very, very comfortable, and numerous people will come out and show that they're comfortable with this structure.
And it's more secure, even though the arena is going to cost much more than what the PACB originally approved?
I haven't seen the PAC. I don't know what the PACB approved.
All right, so you don't
but
think
there's less leverage on this transaction.
Okay.
And the way people look at this is the cost per seat, so we actually view this as a much more secure transaction.
So you don't think, based on the increased risk, it needs to go back to the PACB?
I don't believe, we're very positive about this transaction. We're very comfortable with the revenue streams that we've looked at.
You were involved before this was approved in 06 as an advisor. Did you get involved before December 06?
I don't think so.
See, the question that I've been trying to figure out, and I haven't really got an answer, is if Gary Arena was $637 million, then it went up because of increasing construction costs. It's still north of $637, even though construction costs, materials, labor have gone down.
But they went up so significantly. They're not back down to we're not down to 06 levels.
They're not down to 06? Okay.
This is New York City. Things are sticky. I have to go to my son's Thanksgiving party. Excuse me.
Any additional questions should go through the Goldman press office. Michael Diwali.